Hello, good morning and welcome. My name is Liz and today I want to talk about why white male characters would break up with me.
Yeah, it's Liz. Yeah, it's Liz. Taking shots and doing stuff with Liz.
I have dyed hair and play ukulele, so I could very easily be mistaken for what's known as a Manic Pixie Dream Girl. It's basically just a stereotype that acts as a foil for a white male lead, and they don't actually have any desires or wants of their own. In these kinds of love stories, the white male protagonist always finds the fault in their partner rather than themselves, so I want to talk about what faults they would find in me. The fault, dear Brutus, is not in our stars, but with Liz. Let's begin. Tom from 500 Days of Summer would break up with me because I always have a really good attitude and I would make fun of him when he was being pouty. And also probably because I would talk a lot about how Morrissey is a bad person and he just loves the Smiths, doesn't he? Scott Pilgrim would break up with me because I would tease him too much and he would take it personally and think I was being mean. But that's how I show affection. That little lanky ass green bean bitch. Charlie from Perks of Being a Wallflower would break up with me because he forgot it was my birthday and he did not give me a present and he'd think it'd just be easier to break up with me than to, disappoint me. Kyle from Lady Bird would break up with me because I refused to rewatch Pulp Fiction. Jerry Seinfeld from Seinfeld. He would break up with me because I was becoming too good of friends with Elaine and we would actually hang out without him and he would think that we were talking about him, and we were sometimes, but it's not all about you, Jerry. Even though the show is called Seinfeld. Jim Halpert from The Office obviously should have broken up with me a long time ago because he's still in love with his best friend, but he eventually breaks up with me whenever he gets transferred to a new office. It's mutual though, long distance would not work for us. Nick Miller from New Girl would break up with me because I would fix a button that fell off of his shirt and he would get mad at me and say that it was his lucky missing button or something. But really it's just a metaphor for control issues and he wouldn't let me peg him. Alfie from Annie Hall would break up with me because I wouldn't laugh at his jokes if they weren't funny. I would also never date Woody Allen. I've run out of the white male protagonists, but I have a lot more reasons why they would break up with me. I bake cookies too often and he's gaining weight. I don't let him smoke cigarettes around me for a variety of reasons. They're bad for you, your breath smells like shit. He'll say that I dressed too weird whenever we went to his work party. But berets come with the quirky girl package, so I don't know what he's complaining about. Ooh, that I drink too much. Probably that my hands are just too big. They make his hands seem a little bit too small and he's insecure about his hand size because, that I'm his therapist, but I'm not as nice as his actual therapist and I literally tell him what he's doing wrong and he just refuses to listen. I have a great relationship with his mom and he's terrified of that. I don't keep my legs shaved. He doesn't like the song I wrote about him and he refuses to tell me. And finally, he's just sick of eating pasta. How can one person eat that much pasta? Well, I really like pasta. There you have it. That's why white men would break up with me, when in reality, it's their failure to imagine women complexly. And that's why as soon as we break up, he'd call me crazy. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Please let me know why a white man would break up with you and I'll tell you why he should have stayed. As always, be sure to like, subscribe, and share, and stay tuned next week for a new video. Bye! Monkey!